Are you pregnant? Think you're pregnant? Want to be pregnant? Or recently gave birth during this pandemic? We're going to talk about it. Being pregnant on a normal day is stressful. It is granted that it is a joyous occasion, but it can be extremely overwhelming because our bodies are going through so many changes. Not just physical changes, but changes in our appetite, mood, and our sleep. Sometimes with these changes, sometimes it's hard for us to differentiate between what may be normal and what may not be normal. And being pregnant in a pandemic doesn't really make things any bit easier. As a matter of fact, while I was pregnant, my anxiety was in constant overdrive at the onset of this pandemic. However, in today's video, the focus is not so much on some of the negative aspects of being pregnant in this pandemic, but to really focus on some of the positive aspects of being pregnant in this pandemic and to provide tips on how we can process our anxiety in a healthy manner. Now, I do know that as first-time moms, even though that me myself, I am a third-time mom after giving birth 12 years ago, so I think I'm kind of starting all over again. So I'm going to put myself in the first mom category, okay? Now, a lot of first-time mom, based on an article that I read in the newspaper, a lot of these moms experience a lot of anxiety simply because due to the pandemic, some of the joys of being a first-time mom, such as, you know, your pregnancy photo shoot, shopping for your baby, a baby shower, and enjoying this occasion with family, friends, food, cake, and gifts. A lot of first-time moms were not able to experience this, coupled with the fact that at the onset of this pandemic, many places were not allowing first-time moms to have their partner or a birthing partner in the delivery room with them, which I am pretty sure would have heightened their anxiety. When I compare the beginning part of my pregnancy with the latter part of my pregnancy, being pregnant in this pandemic, I actually saw some changes that I actually appreciated. Like, for example, my doctor visits. Usually my doctor visit would be somewhere between 2 to 3 hours, which was very much annoying to me. I was exhausted sitting up in the doctor's office for such a long period of time. However, in the pandemic, during my latter part of my pregnancy, my doctor visit was short and sweet and to the point. It was no more than 1 hour. Also, you know, being pregnant in the pandemic, we don't necessarily have to go through, because everyone is basically on a lockdown. Persons were being asked to stay away and be confined in their homes. A lot of us did not experience that scrutiny of, you know, people like family, friends, co-workers who love to observe your body, especially to see if you put on a pound. The minute they see that you put on a pound, they looking at you like, is that a baby bump I see? Are you pregnant? So actually being pregnant in this pandemic, we were able to experience our pregnancy, process our pregnancy, and share the news when we were ready to share the news with other people. So that's a plus, right? Also in this pandemic, I guess too, in my case, I can say I did not have to worry so much about buying maternity clothes because I'm not going anywhere. So I was comfortable home in my husband's t-shirt and boxes. Just saying. Also, in this pandemic, as I mentioned earlier, I'm a third-time mom. So my daughter, who's a middle child, she struggled with accepting my pregnancy. So with us being home, every day, all day long, it gave me an opportunity to really have one-on-one conversations with her to ensure that she was mentally and emotionally in a place to welcome the new baby and to welcome this change that we are experiencing. So now moving right along to some tips that we can follow when our anxiety is in overdrive. First of all, as pregnant women who want to be pregnant, or you recently gave birth, be true to your feelings. Do not be afraid to acknowledge your feelings. Know that you are not in this alone, and also know that it's normal. It is normal for you to be experiencing what you are experiencing, such as fear, worries, anxieties. Okay? So do not be afraid to feel what you are feeling. Also, I will add to that, do some mental check-in. Check in with yourself. Ask yourself, how am I feeling today? My second point is that adhere to your doctor's instructions. Please stick to your prenatal visits. Take your prenatal vitamins and do whatever it is necessary to protect you and your unborn child. Pay close attention to what your doctor is saying to you and follow your doctor's instructions. Next point, when your anxiety is in overdrive, see if you can do some breathing exercises. Do some breathing exercises for about 2 to 5 minutes for a day. In addition to that, go for walks. For me personally, I like to go for walks along the beach simply because the scenery is beautiful, the air is fresh, the water smells good, and it simply relaxes my mind, body, and soul. But if you cannot go near the beach or a lake or pond, if you can find a garden or simply walk somewhere that you know will definitely relax you. Number 4, be sure to laugh. Find laughter every day. Find humor. It will help to relax you and also will help to distract your mind from your current situation. Find a movie that you love and it helps make you laugh. Find a book read a book that would help make you laugh, that has comedy in it. Engage in conversation that is light and humorous, to help lighten your mood and take the mental and emotional load that you have. My next point, if you can, engage in a virtual community, small group with other pregnant women so that you can have someone to talk to. For me personally, I was able to connect with some of my other friends because during the time when I was pregnant, I had a few of my girlfriends who were also pregnant, and we were able to bounce our thoughts and feelings onto each other. And it really helped me to know that I had a group of people who were there to support me as I too was able to support them during this journey. And it is very helpful to know that you are not alone in a particular situation. It is good to have a conversation with someone who can actually empathize with what you are going through, because sometimes it's not just about receiving advice from someone, but basically to just have someone to talk to who can actually relate to what you are going through. Also, please remember to, if you need help, ask for help. Do not be afraid to ask for help. I know for me, during my prenatal visits at the latter part of my pregnancy, my doctor would do psychological tests, basically just a sheet of paper that was given on a scale from 1 to 5 to basically check your mental and emotional state. Now, if you personally have any concerns, then speak to your doctor. Your doctor will definitely be able to direct. In the words of Carl Sandburg, a baby is God's opinion that life should go on. So please be sure to like and subscribe and share my video with someone that you know who will find this video extremely beneficial. Thank you.